He's taken to the field with some rugby players this morning.
She joins us live from Oshkosh in Oshkosh Park with more. Hi, Ange.
Hey guys, well, rugby is a pretty popular sport here in Northeast Wisconsin. You'll find men's and women's teams on a youth level, a collegiate level, high school levels, and club levels. And this morning, we're hanging out with members of the Oshkosh Rugby Football Club. This is Jordan Meyer. He's on the team. Jordan, why don't you tell us who makes up the Oshkosh Rugby Football Club?
We actually have a bunch of different members, probably between 20 and 40, with ages between about 18 and our oldest guy is 41, just turned 41.
So we're looking at some pictures. What are these from?
These are from our last game this last weekend against the Westside Harlequins from Milwaukee.
What do you think is so great about rugby? Why is it so popular?
I think one of the reasons is it combines the things that Americans like to see most, the continuous play of soccer and then the hard-hitting action and some of the more exciting parts that that football offers.
And it really does seem to be getting more popular. Different media is coming out. I know rugby was just voted into the Olympics. Why else do you think it's becoming more popular?
I think it's so big internationally that I think it's about time that it comes over to the U.S. It used to be pretty big a little while ago, and we actually, out of the first two times, or the first four times that rugby was in the Olympics, the U.S. actually won gold twice.
Yeah, very cool. Well, I know, a lot of us have questions. I do myself. What exactly, is rugby? How does it work? That's what we're going to be learning this morning, and we'll watch these guys run some drills, and should be a fun morning, guys.
Yeah, I'm assuming you get sore the day after a rugby match.
Yeah, I'm assuming you get pretty sore after you get pretty beat up?
Yeah, definitely.
Got any bruises you want to show or anything?
I have quite a few. I don't want to take the layers off. It's pretty cold outside.
It's freezing. It is so cold. So we're going to go get warmed up a little bit, and we'll join you guys back out here a little later.
Okay, thanks, Ange.
On the pitch this morning.
Hi, Ange.
Hey guys, well, the pitch would be the rugby field, and we're learning all about the sport this morning. We'll have a live report from Oshkosh coming up.
Cool.
It is. Well, you keep whining about how cool it is.
Well, yeah, I have to go out there and brave the elements.
Yeah, I know. It is competition season for rugby teams all over Northeast Wisconsin.
Angela Kelly is with the club team out of Oshkosh this morning. Good morning, Ange.
Hey, good morning, guys. Rugby's a pretty popular sport, and it's getting even more popular. Here in our area, you'll find teams on all different levels, from high school to college, youth, men's and women's teams. This morning, we are with the Oshkosh Rugby Football Club, and this is Jordan Meyer. Jordan, first question is, what is rugby and how does it work?
When you explain what rugby is to a lot of different people, a lot of people say it's a kind of a combination between football and soccer. It's the continuous play of soccer where you only stop play after a penalty or the ball goes out of bounds, but it also has the hard-hitting action of football. Okay, so
what's your team doing now?
Our team is running through a drill that we use to practice on taking the ball into a tackle, what's called rucking over the tackle or securing the ball, and tackling on defense.
Okay, so when you come and watch a game, how does it work? What's the object of the game?
The object of the game, much like football, is to drive down the length of the field, and we have what we call a try-zone, which is our version of the end zone. And when you get into the try-zone, you have to actually physically touch the ball down to the ground in order to score.
Okay, let's talk to some of the other members on the team. Colin, right?
Yes.
Colin, how long have you been playing for the club?
I've been playing for this club for 4 years now, and I've been playing a total of 7 years.
Why have you been playing rugby for 7 years?
I started in high school. My brother played, so I started up. I just love the sport. It's my favorite sport to play. It's very good socially, and just meet a lot of cool people.
And Ryan, why do you play rugby?
Well, this is my rookie year, and I played in high school for 3 years and decided to join a sport when I came to college, and just the guys here are great and only have to practice twice a week, so it's nice.
But why rugby over other sports? Why not just join soccer or football?
Well, with rugby, it's basically football, so you get to hit a lot, and that's nice, but it's also continuous play like soccer, so it's like a combination of both sports in one, so it doesn't get much better than that.
Okay, well, thanks, you guys. You might notice these guys aren't wearing any padding. The ball looks a lot different from a football. We're going to take a look more at some of the equipment, or lack thereof, I guess, in playing rugby. And we're going to learn more about it coming up, you guys.
All right, fun. Thanks, Ange.
Fun? You going to go out and play some?
I'd like to. Rugby is gaining popularity in the area.
Coming up next, Angela's learning the basics of the game. Hi, Ange.
Hi, good morning, guys. Rugby is a contact sport, and some of these guys have the scrapes and wounds to prove it. We'll be live with the Oshkosh Rugby Football Club coming up next on Good Day, Wisconsin.
Get your game face on. We're learning about rugby this morning, and Angela Kelly joins us live from Oshkosh with more. Do you have your game face?
You know what? I don't. I'm too afraid to put my game face on because this is such a contact sport. It is. It's crazy, but it's fun to watch. And if you could tell us, Jordan, again, for people who weren't watching last time, what is rugby and how does it work?
Rugby for Americans is really a mix of soccer and football. It has the continuous play of soccer where the ball doesn't stop unless there's a penalty or the ball goes out of bounds, and it also combines the hard-hitting aspect of football and the excitement of the big play.
Okay, the hard-hitting action of football, except these guys don't wear pads. Let's take a look at Ross here. This is kind of the typical get-up, right?
That's right. We have Ross with his jersey on. Typically, we don't wear any pads at all. The only kind of protection we have is a mouth guard. We have the shorts that are of really solid fabric. If we had anything a little less solid, they get ripped a lot. We have socks that kind of go along with the jersey. You see the red and the blue that go along with our quads on the jersey. And then our cleats as well. And a difference between football cleats and rugby cleats is that football cleats, they're allowed to have a front toe cleat, whereas in rugby we can't have the front toe cleat because if you step on someone with a front toe cleat, it hurts quite a bit.
And the ball is more oval, too.
It is. It's not pointed like a football is and not quite as round as a soccer ball. It bounces kind of funny, but it's a lot easier to pass.
I want to talk to Ross for a second here. What's it like to be out there with no pads on? I mean, what kind of injuries have you sustained?
Personally, I have separated shoulder. I have twisted more ankles than I can imagine. My wife would definitely attest that I can't walk for a couple of days after something like that happens. But, you know, just it's so much fun and fantastic to be out there involved and you know, the camaraderie with the guys and getting hit and getting tackled, and it's something you just can't even explain very much.
Yeah, and it's really, and since the start of rugby, it's been no pads. I mean, that's kind of the essence of it.
Well, I mean, it's a lot different from football. Is that, you know, a lot of football players, they go, it's all about the tackle and hitting as hard as you possibly can. But when in rugby, you don't have pads, so you have to really be cautious with yourself, and you have to go in. It's more of a wrestling tackle versus a all-out put your head in and tackle that way. So.
And I know we have a couple of pictures from your last game. Who did you guys play last?
We played Westside Harlequins down in Milwaukee.
And how have you guys been doing this season?
You know, we've vastly we've gotten a lot better this year, and it's been pretty fun to play out there playing. You know, I'm 29 years old and been playing for the past 6, 7, 8 years with these guys, and this is definitely our best year so far. We scored 46 points, which is, you know, pretty good for us, and we're pretty happy. We did end up losing, but the Westside Harlequins is a Division I program with the second side, so it was hard to play.
Well, you guys are brave. This just looks too scary to me, but it is fun to watch. And we'll toss it back to you guys, and we'll join you back here in Oshkosh with another live report with the rugby team.
It sounds good. Thanks, Ange. Time now to check in with Pete. He's outside on our weather deck.
Nothing like starting a Thursday off with a good scrum.
Right. We should do that every Thursday.
I think we should. Maybe we get the whole newsroom together and we all scrum.
That is
before
a
the morning
picture.
meeting. That'd be fun. You can put it on Facebook.
You start that, okay? You organize it.
All right, I'll get that. I'll get on that. Hi, Ange.
Hey guys, we're learning all about the sport of rugby this morning. Coming up, the Oshkosh Rugby Football Club, and they're going to show me a few moves and how it all works. Coming up.
Thanks, Ange. We're having fun with the newly popular fall sport this morning.
It's
Newly
time.
popular here.
It's time for rugby. Yeah, we'll be live in Oshkosh seeing what makes the game so fun to play and watch. You're watching Good Day, Wisconsin.
It's a contact sport, popular in the fall, and we're not talking about regular football. We're talking rugby today.
Angela Kelly is with the Oshkosh Rugby Football Club this morning. Hi, Ange.
Hey guys, well there they are out there on the field, or the pitch I should call it, right Chris?
Yes ma'am.
Chris Jones is a member of the Oshkosh Rugby Football Club. And Chris, what are your teammates doing right now?
Right now they just came out of a scrum down. That's after any minor infraction. They start kind of like a jump ball on the ground. The scrum half feeds it in the middle. They tow it back, and then we throw the ball out to the backs, which is like in football, the running backs and wide receivers. And then you'll see the guys following here after a tackle. They just protect the ball until the scrum half comes and gets it back out to the backs again, and they try to gain better field position.
Okay.
See, so he gets tackled, goes to the ground. We ruck over it, and then we come and pick it back up, get it out to our guys again, set it up again. We're trying to bring more of their guys in to create an overload for the backs right now, which just have the ball.
There are so many different rugby teams all over Northeast Wisconsin, men's, women's, youth, collegiate, high school. Why do you think this is becoming such a more popular sport?
I think a big part, especially for me when I got into it, it was just another alternative, something different that you've heard about and not known too much about. And then a big part is the camaraderie of it. After every single game, no matter if it's our home game or a different game, we get together and have some food and some drinks and just socialize. It's a nice social sport. I hang out with people that I've never thought I would hang out with. You know, it's like college students, 18 years old, up to guys in their early 40s have been on our team.
And you're hanging out with the opposing teams after the game. I mean, you guys are chummy.
Yes, on the field it's all business, and then after that, get together and we're all friends.
Yeah, very cool. Well, I would love it if you could show me a few things here. You
Sure.
up for that?
Yes.
Okay, so I think we got to get these guys in, what's it called?
A line out.
A line out formation. So while they're doing that, should we tell Jordan?
Jordan, line out.
Okay. While they get all lined up here, you want to show me the proper way to throw a rugby ball?
Yes, for a line out, and that's it. Anytime the ball comes out of bounds, we do a line out, kind of like a jump ball in basketball.
Okay.
So if you start out holding it like a football, like you're going to toss it like that.
Okay.
And you bring it straight down, and then you put your palm right on the top.
Yep.
And then you go straight back over your head. And then the key is to step into it when you throw it.
And then throw it.
Yep.
Okay. So this is kind of cool. Now watch what happens here. Explain again what this is.
Yep, so after the ball comes out of bounds,
Yep.
it's kind of like a jump ball in basketball. We're going to call a play so that our guy knows if he's going to come to this first group of guys or the second group of guys, and then we'll throw it in and try to gain possession.
Okay, so I want to try and get it to my team member, which we'll say is on the left side here.
That is correct.
Okay, so I can go ahead.
Are you ready? I'll call first pod. Go.
Oh, God. Okay.
Hand back here.
Woo!
And there you go. And then he brings it down. And then it comes right up back to the backs again, just like you were seeing before.
It's incredible how you just lift them up like that. I mean, it's just such a contact sport. You guys really get into it, you know? I'm glad I wasn't the one that had to be lifted up, and I'm sure they are too. Thank you so much for telling us the rules of the game and everything.
Problem.
It's been really interesting. Thanks so much.
My pleasure.
You guys got to tune into Good Day Wisconsin this weekend. Come on. 7 to 9, Saturday and Sunday. We've got a lot of exciting things happening this weekend. Of course, we'll be all about the tailgating on Sunday. And on Saturday, we've got Emily headed to the National Railroad Museum for the Great Pumpkin Train. Always a fun event. So make sure to tune into Good Day Wisconsin this weekend. For now, we'll toss it back to you guys. And I'm going to close out by saying it is pretty chilly out here this morning.
But it was fun. That was really cool.
That's why they have those warm rugby shirts. Can you wear rugby shirts and not play rugby?
Yes.
Oh, can I wear a rugby shirt and not play rugby?
Yes, of course.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, good.
He's going to give me this one.
Thanks, Ange. What are you looking at me like that for?
No, that was silly.
I like the shirt.
Well, you can certainly wear one of those,
I
and
know.
we do not need to see you
I
play
know.
rugby.
Yeah.